Hello everybody, let's try and recap our lesson. So it was, I believe, lesson 2.2 maybe? I think it was 2.2, lesson 2.2. So we talked about this function notation. We could start off with an equation y equals 15x minus 30. And what does it mean? It's just x's and y's, x-axis, y-axis, x values, y-axis. But in this particular problem that we're talking about is we have a business and we're going to sell t-shirts. So really instead of x, let's use t for the number of t-shirts. And we found out that the price we're going to sell t-shirts for was 15. So we got a 15t minus 30 because we also have a shipping cost of maybe $30. Okay, so what we have then is an income. We're going to make some income. Instead of y, let's go I equals 15t minus 30. So we're going to make income by selling t-shirts at $15 a piece, and we had a shipping cost of $30. Okay. Now, even more specific is I of t. So it's income with respect to the number of t-shirts. So we've talked about function notation before with f of x. We've also talked about how, we've talked about how f of x and y mean the same thing, but instead of f of x, let's make it more specific to I of t. This is function notation, okay? So then, it's our income with respect to the number of t-shirts we sell. So then, find I of 50. What is this? This is a question. I of 50 means the income from selling 50 t-shirts, okay? It's a question, I of 50. So, I of 50, we plug the 50 in for our t-shirts, right? So, plug it in for our t, and then we're going to write I of 50 is equal to, plug it in for t, 15 times 50 minus 30, which is $720. So $720. Here's what we have. I of 50, the income for 50 t-shirts is equal to $720. Income notation, all right? And then we went a little bit further and we looked at what the book did. The book did something else. They did the same kind of thing, except for it's a slightly different problem. Maryland sells t-shirts, and we figured out the slope was up 30 over 2. So the slope is 15, which really means it's going to be $15 per t-shirt. That's the slope. And then the origin is 0, 0, so she doesn't have any cost. She just sells t-shirts, okay? She should have some cost, but hold on. Hey, bud, I'm recording. Can I call you back in like 2 minutes? Okay, bye. Sorry about that recording. I was right in the middle of talking to Landon, but I will call him back in a second, okay? Now, they like E of T. I like I of T, but they use E of T for earnings. So our equation would be E of T, or earnings, per t-shirt is 15t plus 0. Okay? And then, what does this mean? Well, instead of xy, we know point xy, it's E of T. Same thing. X is t-shirts, y, E of T is the earnings per t-shirts, okay? Same thing, okay? So then E of 2. E of 2 means plug in 2. So we plugged 2 into our equation, we get $30. So we earn $30 for 2 t-shirts. E of 5, we plug in 5, which means the amount of earnings for 5 t-shirts is $75. E of 2.75 we said was impossible because you can't have 2.75 t-shirts. So you're not going to sell 2.7 t-shirts, okay? So then we looked at the next problem that says Marilyn wants to earn $100. So she, okay, my earnings are 100. We set the earnings equal to 100. We saw we got 6.67, but you can't have that number because we're not going to sell that many t-shirts. Can't have a decimal. So we just rounded up to $7 to make at least $100. Okay, that's what I had. And then I also had then a worksheet for you. Skills practice 71 and 73. That's all I had for you for today.